Joining me tonight is attorney Jim Breslo, host of the podcast Hidden Truth. So, Jim, it's guilty across the board for this particular defendant, guilty of murder, guilty of the lesser charge. Interesting tactic, though, from the defense, which we see from time to time, accepting guilt on the lesser charge to try to dodge the top charge. Didn't work here.
Yeah, it's sadness all the way around, obviously, for the baby, but frankly also for this mother. Clearly, she had an addiction problem. Clearly, there were mental health issues. I think what the real killer for her in the case is the fact that she had the other child, and that she demonstrated the ability to take care of that child. So any hope of getting any type of insanity type plea just went out the window with the demonstrated ability to take care of the other child.
A lot of people agree. I agree. And look, that was a key piece of evidence for the state. Some debate over the law here. The state trying to say that the law makes child endangerment into murder if the baby dies, which is how I read the statute as well. The defense seeming to say, no, that's not the way the law operates there. It needs actions, including malice. That argument may have flown over some of the jurors' heads, but it might be helpful on appeal.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you need intent for murder. And there clearly seems to be enough evidence here to prove an intention to leave this child to die. We all know that a baby cannot survive on its own. She's raised another child. She knows what it takes to raise a child. So it seems to me there's your intent right there.
Good point there as well. Okay, the state's rebuttal, in my opinion, should have gone into this whole love triangle situation here, because one interesting thing that came up in this case that, of course, we didn't hear in the father's case is that the mother, this defendant, started a relationship with the drug dealer basically right after this happened, and the drug dealer said he knew nothing about the baby. Now, they were really clear to say that this relationship didn't bud until after the baby was out of the way, but boy, I mean, could that have been the reason why the mother didn't want the baby around?
Yeah, that would perhaps be an explanation. The only other explanation is insanity. How a mother could not raise a child is beyond most people's comprehension. But when drugs enter the picture and mental health enters the picture, we see people doing horrendous things, and it just demonstrates the mental health crisis that we have in America as you look at all these different crimes that are happening and the mental health issues that are involved in them.
Yeah, it'll be sentencing next in this case. Jim Breslo will check in with you again at the end of the broadcast.